420. Happy 420. Let a few people come up in here. Sorry about the live got taken down the other day. They flagged me for playing my own music. Yep, flagged the boy for playing his own music. Shout out to Green Out Dispensaries though. Appreciate you. Be more here. What's good, Be more? How y'all day going? As y'all come in, hit the like button. Just tap the screen one time. Just hit the likes. I hope everybody had a blessed weekend. It's 420, so it's only right. I want everybody to have a safe day. Stone responsibly. I heard they shut down on Washington Square Park this year. That's a first. What's your best strand? I love candy. I like gelatos. I like OG Kush, real OG Kush from LA. I like anything that got I don't like spray weed, but I like anything that has a good taste to it. But one of my favorite strains forever gonna be Gorilla Glue. If you nigga got a good batch of Gorilla Glue, give me that. I used to love Gorilla Glue. I thought that was the next strand I was gonna take over, but so much of the Zazas came out and knocked that shit out the water. You can't even find a nigga with Gorilla Glue like that. Granddaddy Perk. I'm about to roll up some sour and Gorilla Glue. Okay. I stopped buying sour years ago because it wasn't really sour. I ain't seen that sour in almost 17 years. That shit where you can have a dime and that shit'll smell up this whole crib. Yo, peace up. I'm on nothing but haze as always. I can't smoke haze no more. That shit get me paranoid, bro. For some reason, that shit gets me overly paranoid. Yeah. Where people I was getting my sour from was Shice. Haze from Shice. Shice, when the sour came, he had the best sour. When the haze was out, he had the best haze. Don't waste your money on this. It's totally a scam. Scam? Who's scamming? Can y'all hear me yet? Drop a pie if y'all can hear me. Good now, okay, cool. Yes, yes, thank y'all. And that man, I don't know what type of mentality or mind state you gotta be in to kill all 8 of your kids. But that, yo, we living in some sad, dark ass times, bro. If you feel like you gotta kill your kids or kill your spouse, leave them and let them be. Just leave the house. Tell them you're not in the right state of mind. Get some help. Let's see that painting. Greetings. Well, I was watching the news and it said a guy from Shavelsport, where 50 got that big studio at, somebody out there from Louisiana killed all 8 of his kids and I believe his girlfriend. Skittles, what's good, baby? Yeah. Who's the better rapper? Hell Rell versus Tony Yayo. I got Hell Rell. Yo, niggas be fronting on. Let me say this, B. Niggas be fronting on Yayo, but Yayo got hits. Yayo got a few hits under his belt. He got a few. I don't love. I'm serious. And he got baby, I'm pimping. He got baby, I'm pimping. He got that. Come on, he got joints. He got 2 certified joints under his belt. You only need 1. Yo, so seductive. Yeah, he has. Yo, Yayo know how to rap. Yayo and Banks was my favorite on the G Unit tapes. 50 was killing shit, but Yayo and Banks, they had some good shit. I'm a fan of music, period, so. Yep, I know you don't love me. Give us some wisdom from the classic era. I mean, Luther Vandross, Marvin Gaye, Bill Withers, Rick James, etc. Let me tell y'all something about the older era. They cared, the older era, the ones that we grew up off, the Luthers and all that, etc. They cared about the music. They cared about the music. And they didn't oversaturate themselves. See, the reason why the music game is dying, because it's too much to digest. People are being too consistent with the music. I don't want to hear 4 or 5 projects from one person a year. If you drop twice a year, cool. But when you dropping 5, 6, you don't remember the music is hard to digest. Back in them days, they dropped the album, you rock for that album from 2 to 3 years, because that's how long it used to take to make an album, 2 to 3 years. You tour, you get your money up. When that album finally burned out, Then you start your new album, start your new promo tour and your new single and all that. But the difference between now and then, people cared more about the music. It was more hands-on. It was more analog than digital. You had real A&Rs. You had artists. You had A&D, artist development. You had real marketing, real strategists at these labels. Now it's just like when I knew the music business was over, when I went to Def Jam and was walking through Def Jam and I didn't hear no music. Yeah, they cared about the people too. These days, I feel like the art of vocal mixing and mastering has been lost. It can make or break a very good song. Let me tell you something about mixing, right? Some of your rough mixes or your 2 tracks that might sound better than your mix. When I don't like a mix to sound too perfect or too clean. You know what I'm saying? That's why people love the Dipset sound, and that's why that was another thing too, that the locks and the Dipset verses. It was because 90% of the Dipset albums was 2 tracks. They'd get the beat, loop the beat up, and rhyme over them, rough mix it and put it out. Long as it sounded good enough for you to hear everything, niggas really never really did mixing and mastering. R&B, rock stars, stuff like that, but rap, if you ain't a Dr. Dre, you ain't really like all this underground music, it don't really be mixed and mastered. It be having a rough mix, a reverb, you know, they clear up the vocals, but for the most part, niggas don't really get mixed and mastered. First of all, that shit takes a lot of time and it be sounding too clean. Like, I like the original version of the 2 Outlandish song that we did in the studio instead of the album version. The album version, it sounds too clean. It takes away, like sometimes it takes away from the body of work when you make it too clean. Sometimes you gotta hear a little pop, a little mistake, a little, you know what I'm saying? It can't be too crystal clear. It can't be too crispy. Yeah, the music industry is dead. The music business still exists. Tell me who's the top dog. I'm gonna ask the chat on this 420. Who's the top dog in rap right now? Who's the top dog? Who's number one? Who's numero uno? I'm gonna ask the chat. 90s and 2000 rap genre had its peak. Nowadays, it's just generally mediocre. Yeah, it is. You saying Kendrick? Kendrick got top spot. NBA Youngboy, Esco, Jim Jones for sure. Youngboy, that's 2 for Youngboy. 50 Cent. Until Drake get his shit back popping, I don't think nobody got the streets more than NBA Youngboy right now. And there's upcoming rappers from New York they getting their bones, but for the most part, NBA, he might be the biggest hip hop star right now. Who's the big? Oh, what's the question? Who's the top dog in rap right now? Who's number one? Who got the crown? Who got the throne? Who got the scepter? Who's number one right now? Kendrick got the world. It's Young Boy. Young Boy got like a Michael Jackson present with us. You know why? You know why Young Boy is still lit like that? Cause he's mystiqueful. He still got mystique. He don't show you too much. You know what I'm saying? He might have did interviews in his house, because you know everybody doing that, but he still got a certain mystique. You don't see him everywhere. You're not gonna see him in every creep and cranny. You're gonna see him on his tours. After his tours, he's going home and be with his family and make great music. But for the most, DC tapping in. Shout out to Kenny Mac, 8391, Master P. I ain't talking about the longevity niggas. Who's number one? Who got the crown? At one time it was Jay-Z. At one time it was Nas. At one time it was Biggie. At one time, I can even say Busta Rhymes. I can even say, like, who's the nigga right now? Like a few years ago it was the Baby and Lil Baby and Future. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta really ain't got a chokehold on the game no more. It's a free for all. Who got motion right now is the Detroit niggas. Rock Marcy is him. I agree. Shout out to Arrow Holder too. He the truth. He from my hood. Quiet Luxury. He don't it ain't Pimpire no more. It's Quiet Luxury. Now that's what Rock Marcy. See, Rock Marcy, he like, the reason why he's so great, cause he produced and he rap. He like the underground Kanye. You know what I'm saying? He like he's a curator. He know how to set the aesthetics for dope merch, clothing, visuals. You know what I'm saying? He don't do too much. Just like the reason why I like Arrow, because you gonna get what you gonna get. He's telling his story through the real streets. He's telling you through dialogue, through fashion, through the visuals. His visuals is like nobody else. Like, he's really in depth in the streets and his community as far as the music. So shout out to Arrow, shout out to Rock Marcy, shout out to the whole underground. Arrow Holden is lyrically the best out of Harlem right now. That's dope. I'm glad he's able to get that accolade. That's dope. Knowledge the Pirate is him too. Yep, shout out to Knowledge the Pirate. Yeah, shout out to everybody that's on the come up. I'll be 47 in June. I'll be 47. Say he's 48. Obi Trice had this time. Unfortunately, he just disappeared. A lot of people disappeared from the game. Yeah, I smoke backwoods. Welcome to the hood. Currency is the best from New Orleans right now, facts. It's out of, from New Orleans, all right, cool. I give him that. Oh, you a rapper, yes. What you think about King Von? King Von was a great storyteller, and unfortunately he died before he can really flourish into a big star. But King Von was a great storyteller. He know how to tell his tales vividly. You know what I'm saying? And nobody really questioned Von. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, what he's saying is authentic. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about King? Yeah. Gates from Baton Rouge. Gates is the truth. I'm definitely a Gates fan. Gates is the truth. He the truth. That nigga spit. That nigga spit. The antics sometimes, I don't agree with everything, but he can spit. Foxy Brown is the only 90s superstar that nobody ever sees or talks about now. Foxy was my favorite female rapper. Foxy delivery for a female had to be one of the illest deliveries. Besides Moni Love, Queen Latifah, MC Lyte, all the earlies. Foxy, Kim had that biggie. But Foxy spit aggression like if she was a man. That's what made Foxy dope. And she was pretty dark-skinned chocolate girl from from Brooklyn, excuse me. Bed-Stuy in the building, excuse me. My apologies to you, Fox. She put Brooklyn on her back. Kim put, I wish we could have seen a Thelma and Louise. That would have been one of the most classic albums, I think. Kim and Foxy, that's like Big and Jay on one album. My favorite song from Foxy is one I had with Cisco on the El Nana. Arrows, some shit, got some shit. Me personally, I am a diehard fan of Nate Dogg, Rick James with G's Meat, with P-Funk, word. I'm a big R&B fan. I listen to a lot of golden oldies. I listen to the old Motown, to the Shy-Lights, to the Delphonics, to Luther, to Lilo Thomas. I listen to everything. When I was growing up, my mom used to play all that shit on Saturday mornings. Yeah, Foxy first album's classic. Happy 420. Sean Capri. Three favorite artists from Motown. Diana Ross, Stevie Wonder, and Marvin Gaye. Yeah, I listened to Atlantic Star. I listened to all that. I was just listening to some Mint Condition before I got over here. I was listening to some old Mint Condition. You give me swinging. Yeah, that was my shit. And pretty brown eyes. Yeah, that's my shit. When I was young, I wanted to sing. If I would have stayed with it, but I'll be singing on some of my hooks. I used to sing on a lot of Skull Gang shit. But I think if I would have, like, we was doing R&B, hip hop early, since 95. Me and my cousin Aaron, we was doing that, singing the hook shit early. Cause we had niggas like, what was this, DV Christ, that used to be with Smooth the Hustler. He was like the first Nate Dogg for the East Coast. Oh, you in Iran? No, I'm not. How am I? Wait, do it look like I'm in Iran? Come on, bro. Sade is that work, yeah. Panama PI, yep. Panama was my nigga. We had this song called The More You Get, The More You Gone. We drinking beer and smoking blunts. Stove God is the new Nate. Stove God style is unorthodox. Stove always been like that. And Stove can get super lyrical. I know Stove God since the Aaron Cook days. Aaron from Syracuse. Like, that boy big, his pen, like, He got Syracuse on his back right now. We like some of the founding fathers of that culture up there. Thump Mendoza, shout, rest in peace to Thump Mendoza, Sammy, Jesus, Great God, Just One, the Tomb Raiders, Dutch Beats, Seth Marcel, Unstoppable, Innocence, DJ C. Ellis, DJ Big Hype, DJ rest in peace, DJ D&D, Kev World of Music, that kept everybody music in there. Man, that sending shit still on that building to this day, and he don't even own it no more. Like, those is like some of the founding artists of Syracuse, New York. From producers, G Off Duty, Tomb Raiders, like I said, Dutch Beats, yeah, man, that's Syracuse culture, and they make the best blend tapes ever. You go to Syracuse, they make the best. DJ C. Ellis was the best to me on blend tapes. Top 5 MCs from Harlem right now. To me, I'm gonna give it the Pyrex Porter. I'm gonna give it the 4G. I'm gonna give it the Rich Rama. I'm gonna give it the Neek Bucks. I'm gonna give it the Co Ice. I'm gonna give it the English McFly. It's a lot of niggas from Harlem that's coming up. Fergie Baby. Nino Man. See, a lot of y'all just getting familiar with 38 Special. I've been fucking with Special since like 2004, 2005. Recording songs with him in the trap and all that. Special been nice. Nino and Neek ain't upcoming. Why? How they not upcoming? They the new era of Harlem. They been around, but they finally breaking through. Neek, yeah, they are the new artists from Harlem that's breaking through. All of them, that's the new generation. They not in my lineage. They younger than me. Says your feet stink. When I was coming up, I used to listen to a lot of Ron G tapes, a lot of SNS, a lot of Kid Capri, a lot of doo-wop, Bound Squad, Snaggle, Puss and all them niggas. Like my favorites coming up was Wu-Tang, Onyx, Das Effects, the whole Hit Squad, when all of them was together. Now when they broke up from the Def Squad to the Hit Squad, I'm talking about the whole Hit Squad. EPMD, Das Effects, Redman, I already said EPMD, K Solo, Keith Murray, the Hit Squad, B. The Hit Squad, the original Hit Squad, that song, The Headbanger. E. Sherman is the true Sermon. Everybody call him Eric Sherman. No, it's Sermon. Eric Sermon. Nah, I can't shit on Jim. Jim elite nigga from Harlem right now. Jim is elite. We can't say he a D rapper. Jim is elite. Jim got a song with every new nigga from young to old, from east to west, Midwest, down south. Ain't nobody touching more ground in Harlem right now than Jim. He from media to streaming to music to fashion to just being an entrepreneur. Besides Cam doing his thing, Jim is a elite nigga. You niggas can't. I'll never get on here and shit on niggas. One thing I've never been. I've always been outspoken, but I've never been a hater. Jim doing what he needed to do. Harlem needed Jim for this last 10 years, cause shit was looking shaky. He said to me, he's trash. He just got his flowers. I give props where props is due. Jim did his thing. Jim got a big ass catalog. You know what I'm saying? He got a big catalog. He probably got the biggest catalog in Dipset for overall projects. Ain't nobody at Dipset more consistent than Jim with videos, with tapes. They don't have to go gold or platinum. I'm just talking about overall material. And Jim got a lot of classics. Ambitious of a Gangster, The Ghost of Rich Porter, Rider Man CD, Poem. Y'all nigga got classic albums, bro. He got some classic shits. El Capo, he got some shit, B. Niggas got some shit. I ain't never been a hater, B. I ain't never been no hater. Oh, I forgot to say, yeah. But Vado, he in my age category. Vado from my lineage. He from my era. Vado, he definitely one of the top dogs. Gotta say Vado. I always told Vado, once he get his chance, he gonna be out of here. I've always been a fan of Vado. I ain't say bar for bar you was fucking with Saha. I ain't say that. RJ Payne, yeah, 30, yeah, it's niggas out here that's spitting, bro. I ain't gonna disagree with you. Kenny Mack, I ain't gonna disagree with you. But I'm just saying, he doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been no hater, Kenny. I ain't never been on no shit like that. I'm just a spade of spade. Niggas consistent, nigga put out projects. You know, niggas still pushing the culture in his way. You know what I'm saying? You can't hate on that. You can't hate on a man feeding his family. And that's the thing. You cannot be cool with a person. You can have a disagreement. You can have a gripe, a misunderstanding, whatever you want to call it. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, I ain't never been a hater. I give niggas they flowers. I've always gave niggas they flowers. You know what I'm saying? I give niggas they flowers while they can smell them and the trees while they can inhale them. Like Nori say, word to mother. What up with A Mafia? I haven't seen Mafia in a minute. Mafia is definitely the truth too. Mafia always had his own lane. Mafia a part of the set, and part of Purple City, but he always been an independent artist. He always put up the bread for his own shit. He's always been a hustler. That's Mr. Hell for a hustler. If you're a real A Mafia fan, you know he hell for a hustler. He a really hustler. They got footage of him throwing out thousands on the stage, 50s, 20s, and 100s at a concert. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas been like, New York, Harlem always, like I said, Harlem got their fair share. Everybody that rap get they shot in Harlem. If you got some substance and you got some potential, everybody kind of get a shot in Harlem. Not saying you gonna make it, but a lot of people that come from Harlem get they shot. Peace, consistent content. I see you working. Keep going. I appreciate that, bro. On everything what blacks don't know about. On everything is what's, yeah, that's a fact. Washington Heights, fourth thing. I'm always in the Heights. I'm partially from, yo, bro, I'm from the whole Harlem, and I got roots in the Heights too. Like, up the hill, up the hill, Harlem, that's like borderline Washington Heights. Once you get to 155th and Broadway, that's Washington Heights going up there. So, yo, bro, I remember the invasion of Dominicans, bro. I was born 79, right? I lived on 135th between 7th and 8th. People from Harlem know where that's at. That's why I was from like back and forth from like 79 to like 86. Mid 87, I moved to the Hill, right? When I moved to the Hill, it was people that looked like me but didn't speak the same language I did, and it fucked me up. It was like a culture shock when I moved uptown to the Hill. My first Dominican person I ever met was my man Paco. Shout out to my man Paco, rest in peace, man, Miss Maria. Shout out to the whole family. Shout out to Paco brother too. When I first met my nigga Paco, his name was Jesse back then. We used to call him Fat Jesse. He Paco now, it's my brother. I had to fight Money Lee, all the bullies from the block. I had to fight Jesse. I had to fight all them niggas to get my respect when I moved up there. And those was my brothers. Shout out to Money Lee, shout out to everybody. Shout out to O'Hara's, my man Skates, everybody from 151st, Skittles, Tim Levels, the whole block. 151st from in the Mobville, whole block, Battlegrounds, y'all niggas know what's up. So when I first moved there, it was a block party like that summer. And he was fixing a bike. He had no t-shirt on, and somebody walked past and was saying something in Spanish to him, and he was able to talk about it. I was like, yo, you Spanish? He said, nah, I'm not Spanish. I'm Dominican. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, I say, cause you look, I never seen nobody that is my complexion speak Spanish before. I always seen like Puerto Ricans and stuff like that. You say, yeah, we Dominican. And like you can walk down Broadway and it'd be a ghost town now. When I was coming, it was at least, if you would walk from 151st to 135th and Broadway, you might encounter more than 5,000 people because the streets were so crowded. The Dominicans was doing their thing and the streets was so crowded. If you in a neighborhood, they know you, but they know if somebody was coming to cop back then, you know what I'm saying? But I'm from that era of Harlem. I'm from when Harlem still had an essence, pre-gentrified. If you never been like before the fancy condos, I'm talking about the burnt down buildings and the empty lots and the stray dogs. That's the era I'm from. I remember when Harlem looked like that. Street 15, Park Heights. He said bar for bar, cool Mo D. I ain't gonna disagree with you. You're about to be 50 years old when you gonna get up. You gonna, niggas talking crazy. I don't got no time for nonsense. All I'm gonna do is get you up out of here. My moderator not here right now. I don't know why niggas, the notifications be going out late, but it's 420, man. Hope everybody have a safe 420, enjoy themselves. Smoke responsibly. No time for negativity. Northside Lord. Who's Northside Lord? You gotta put me on. That's what the chat for. Who's Northside Lord? Where you from? I gotta check them out. Yeah, and there's no time for negativity. People come up here. Yo, I be wondering what go through trolls' mind, right? Cause it'd be like, I've never sat on my phone and typed something derogatory to somebody I didn't know, right? And if I can reach a person of some type of any type of status, I'm going to ask them a question how to get on, how to point me in the right direction. Can I get some advice, something like that? Y'all going to waste your time typing, wasting minutes and seconds from your day to insult me, and you don't even know me. I don't even pay it no mind no more. I'm not going back and forth with Twitter fingers and YouTube niggas. I can't do it. I don't have the time for it. You enjoyed the party scene here. We cut up on the dance floor. Jamaica Queens in the building. Where y'all cut up at? He from Jamaica Queens, Northside Lord. I gotta check him out. Baltimore, what's going on? He got the Griselda feel type music. He dope. All right, I'm gonna check him out. Northside Lord. Check him out. But yeah, man, been up here a little bit. Keith Murray used to be in our hood on her 45th. Yeah, he damn sure did. Everybody used to go see Marlon to get a haircut. Harlem was the place to be. Harlem had all of the bud spots. Branson, Tally Wild, Nucleus, Mr. B's, Dykeman, Nagel, Vermilia, Arton, Elliott, 125th and Mad, the patty shops. Yo, that you will never see New York like that ever again. This is when all the bodegas had red and yellow canopies outside their store with blinking lights. This is the real New York, man. This is food stamps and tokens before Metro cards. Food stamps, tokens. You killing Gully with the squad, he could never, ever. Got the pies, hoodies, you know. What you think is better, is the better bud nowadays, bud from back in the days? See, back in the days, you had Hydro, you had Haze, you had Granddaddy Perk, you had Chocolate, you had Indica, you had Chunky Black, you had Afghanistan Black, you had Land Spread, you had all different Hawaiian, Manga Pinga, you had different variations of bud back in the days. All of them wasn't grade A, but they was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, as you get older and realize that paying $20 for a bag of weed, you might get less than if you go buy a couple of nicks to smoke more. But it got to a point where we wasn't smoking that regular shit no more. You know, it was always high-powered weed once nigga got some money. Haze, Sour, OG Kush, Branson, shit like that. All the weeds that was 20 and up, dime 10 and up. All that nickel shit faded out in the mid-90s for us, like going to get bags of green and all that. We wasn't doing that after a while. It was like, let's go get 10 bags of that Haze or some Sour or even a Dro. And niggas was definitely doing the beef and broccoli with the good chocolate from the Jamaicans. You know that shit you put on the wall. You can leave that shit all day until you peel it off the wall, that real sticky chocolate. Yeah, I'm from that era. OT the real, the truth. Yeah, everything is mostly gelato nowadays. Everything is gelato. Everything is the gelato. I'm too young for the Branson era. when you was first, when was your first time going there? Branson was 2 avenues down the block from it. It was on, I lived on 151st between Amsterdam and Broadway. Branson was on St. Nick Place on 151st. So all I have to do is practically walk down my block and I can go to Branson. Everybody couldn't get Branson. Me, to fade out all the headache trying to go in there and cop when I was young. I'm not gonna even tell you I was going in there to cop because niggas, if you didn't know what to do or who to talk to, you wasn't getting served. So to cut all that out, go see my man Jimmy, J1, the cab driver, because it was a cab base right next to Branson. And the cab base had weed too, but Branson was that top shelf shit. And I'll send him in there, get me 2 25s, triangle bag of that. My nigga, I should have put you out, bro. In the jars, the $350 jars will put you on your ass, boy. Don't go playing with that jar of Branson, bro. Don't go. And Biggie used to go in there and cop 5 to 6 jars to be in the studio with. Don't play with that Branson. That Branson was different. I'm not gonna even lie to you. Bro, that might have been some of the most powerful weed I ever smoked in my life, was Branson. And I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to my man Shorty. He used to come up from St. Louis and come to my man D Gritty crib. Shout out to my man Gritty. He got a lot of endeavors going on right now with the clothes and all that. Follow my man Gritty, man. He grits, original Teamster. Back in the day, my man got a plaque for 10 million. You know, he was on a Nelly album. He was on All Out Records with Mace. Him and my man Pete, Freedom, my man Bugsy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, like, while I was young, I just send my man Jimmy in there, get me some Branson, and go right back up the block and smoke. Me, my man Kev Black, my man D-Lo. When we had a good day, everybody be like, yo, you going, and we call it bees. Like, niggas call it Branson, we call it bees on my block. Yo, what you got for the bees? What you got on the bees? And that's how we used to say it, like, what you got on the bees? And, everybody put up a 20. We might get 100 of that bees. Everybody put up $25, might get 100 of them bees. This is when Dutchess was 50 cents. Get 2 Dutchess for $1 from the Ock Mike on the block. Yeah, all flavor Dutchess in that store, chocolate Dutchess, all. I come from a different era of the weed spots. You know what I'm saying? And that's where, back in the days, that's where you bumped into a lot of the rappers at the weed spots. Niggas, you'll see Redman, you'll see Biggie, you'll see all these niggas, Lil C's, all these niggas coming up to Branson. All you have to do is stand on St. Nick Place by the cab base. You'll see any rapper you want to see because they coming to get that bud. Get them likes up. Yeah, get them likes up. And you tapped into Philly in the building. They used to call it chocolate Mike Tyson back in the days. Besides Dipset, who's your favorite rap group? Mine's is Wu-Tang. My overall favorite rap group is Onyx. But yeah, if you ain't, you had to be connected to go get that Branson. Niggas wasn't just walking up in there talking about let me get it. Niggas will look at you like you bugged out, hurt your feelings. Fuck is you even in this store for talking about some weed shit. But yeah, I'm glad it's 420. We talking about the weed spots, how Harlem used to be. Like Tretch was on 51st, yeah, or everybody back in them days. See, let me tell you, summertime, we go to the handball court in the battlegrounds, blow it down. It's big ciphers in there all day. Wintertime, it's cold, we in 1833 in the staircases. Those was the best weed sessions, the staircase sessions. Because you might go to my man Skittles know what I'm talking about. That was his building. All he had to do was come out his door and make a right and go into the staircase, and he might see 10 of his niggas getting blazed. We used to sit in there. That shit used to look like a Wu-Tang video. Niggas be sitting on the floor, on the step, up the steps, on the banister, all on their coats, smoke dice game, all that. Niggas used to, yo, bro, cause you'll walk, you know where to go. If your block clears cold, you know, oh. And if you want to be low, you'll go on the other side of 1833, because it was in the 1833, it's a big building right there on her 51st in Amsterdam, right? And it has two stairwells, one to your right and one to your left. And it's a long ass hallway. If you want to be low, you'll go on that side and smoke. You know what I'm saying? You'll just walk, go up the steps, chill, pick whatever floor you want to go and smoke. Now, if you went to the right side, you're going to bump into the whole block. You're going to bump into the niggas from 50th. You're going to bump into, say, Cool. You're going to bump into the regulars. And if those is your niggas, now it's a bigger cipher because you got 2 blunts. He got 2 blunts. Next thing you know, it's a 15 to 20 blunt cipher because everybody done linked up in the staircase. And then you had the OG smokers like my man Art. My man Art had jars of roaches that he collected, like over, yo, bro. This nigga, every blunt he smoked, he roach it. He had jars. This how much this nigga smoked. And then I think at the end of the year, he opened all the roaches up and smoked that shit and nigga be zooted, whatever, right? But them niggas used to go cop, like the OG niggas from my block, shout the Lefty, my nigga Chibo. Like, I was privileged to be around those type of stoners back then. You know what I'm saying? The stoners, Art, Left, Sean Creighton, them niggas blowing a Twan and all them niggas, smoking big, like niggas, this the white, like, and we went through eras of cigars. We started with the Phillies, the White Owls, Garcia Vegas, the Duchess, in the backwoods. You know what I'm saying? And we went through, like in the early 90s when niggas really first started smoking, it was the Phillies, the White Owls, shit like that. And then we start seeing shit like Garcia Vegas and Dutchess, you know, shit with the leaf. And if you wasn't nice, you know, nigga don't, if you back in them days, if you wasn't nice with that Dutch, don't even touch that shit. Cause that leaf, like, we used to mummy roll a Dutch. That means, you know, we see with a line on the Dutch and we unravel it. We used to call it, this was called a mummy roll. You know what I'm saying? You mummy roll it. You take the shit out, you take the leaf off the Dutch, you see where the glue line at, you crack it down that line, you strip that glue line out, and then you fill up and then you mummy roll it. Put it on by the left, twirl it, pop the leaf, and you got you a good Dutch. See, you had to be nice with that Dutch. If you wasn't nice with that Dutch, you'll fuck up a couple of blunts, see? And I came from a crew of dope blunt rollers, like big cartoon looking shits. Yeah, I used to take the leaf off, then rewrap it. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah. I come from the era when you riding around, you dump the Dutch guts in your hat, then dump it out the window. I'm from that era. Like, I've been smoking too long. You ain't got a garbage bag or nothing. Put that shit in your hat and then dump it out the window, straight up. Then open up the crease of your hat because some of that shit be hiding in the hat. Make sure to get out the hat. You be good. But I remember them Dutch days. 20 Dutch a day ciphers, like every day. Going to school, ciphers in the hallway in school before we go to school. Hooky parties, all that. Backwoods was $2 for an 8-pack. That's a fact. Then it went up to $5. What's the biggest celebrity you ever smoked with? I smoke with Snoop. I smoke with Meth. I smoke with Redman. Smoke with Maxi Priest. Them niggas roll big. Yeah. The Marleys. The Marleys. Queen Latifah. Who else? The set don't count. We smoke with all them niggas. I missed the cypher with Wiz. I smoke with Currency, smoke with Lil Wayne, smoke with Big Meech. Everybody, me and Big Meech was smoking together. Yeah, that's some of the celebrities I smoke with. Like, Redman and Meth came to do a song with Jewels called This Old Thing Back. Els had Busta Rhymes, Redman, and Meth on one song called The Old Thing Back, right? And Meth and Red came to do, this is the first time I ever seen one of them small cars. What's them little cars that came out a few years ago, them little small shits? Redman had a red shit, one of them little small cars, right? So, Meth and Red came, Jewels made sure he had mad weed. Them niggas told us, yo, y'all niggas smoke too much. I swear to God. Redman and Meth told us, me and Jewels and our Skull Gang niggas, we smoke too much. Cause we like, yo, this is how high. This is Red and Meth. We came up off these niggas. We got the opportunity to smoke with these niggas. We got ounces of orange kush, Granddaddy Perp, sour. We had a couple of strands. Els bought mad weed out. Brought out at least a half a pound. They took weed with them. Them niggas was like, yo, y'all niggas is crazy. Blunt after blunt, we was pulling out the gas mask. If you go to the Reagan era vlogs with me and Jewel, seeing how we smoked like, and it was my birthday, we smoked like, whatever age I was, 32, 33, we smoked like 33 blunts. We smoked 33 swishers, and we was packing them back. I was smoking papers. We was smoking through the gas mask. Yo, bro, my nigga, I done smoked with the best of them. I done put a few niggas that niggas done put me to sleep too, but I done put a lot of niggas to sleep. Like, you bugging. Like, you bugging. North Philly in here. Sammy Barnett, what's going on? Nah, I never smoked with Biggie. You fuck with Banana? Yeah, everybody. That was Jewel's favorite weed, 9-9 on 45th, that chocolate. He used to walk from the block to go get that shit. Word on, we from Hump 51st in the hill, and that's on Hump 45th between 7th and Lenox. Niggas, man, I mean 8th and 7th, rather, that long ass block. Niggas used to definitely smoke that 9-9. After a while, I was only smoking green weeds. I hate like if I wasn't going to the Jamaicans and getting the chocolate, I wasn't going to smoke no brown weed. We go to Elliott. Elliott was different. But yeah, this is the 420 episode, man. We just vibing 420 stream. We been up here hour 9-9. What up, I saw a video with you and JL back in the days. He had some guys with him that said he created the word Piff. Yeah. So for the word Piff came from two brothers. I always shout them out. I always give them love. Steph Spinks and Jitterbug. They had a group called 456 back in the late 90s, early 2000s. It was two brothers and a cousin. The cousin stopped rapping with them, so, you know, I used to always be with them. And Piff came from them. You know what I'm saying? They had it piffing on the toll booth, man. Y'all lit in hand. Two African men and stolen dollar van. They had a rap like that. And I was like, yo, what's Piff? He was like, yo, we piffing. That's Piff. Y'all had us Piff. That beat is Piff. We smoking the Piff. I'm like, oh, okay, so we piffing. And from right there, that's how the world got the word Piff is from us. Nobody else could say they claimed the word Piff. You know, it was all type of crews. You know, shout out to the Piff unit and all that. But the Piff, that was birthed from two brothers, Steph Spinks and Jitterbug. They brought the Piff to the game. And I helped enhance it through the world. Piff, niggas know. Niggas, my first mixtape, I had a mixtape called The Piff in, 2001, 2000, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So the proof is in the pudding right there. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't know what the Piff was. Niggas made Piff into Purple Haze. Piff was anything that was fire. Yo, that movie was Piff. Oh, yo, that bitch Piff. Oh, you got them new mics, them shits is Piff. Yo, that new Grand Theft Auto game, yo, that shit is Piff. That's what Piff was. But we put the emphasis on it with the weed because we started saying we piffing. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be, you know, when you got some Piff and you smoking, you piffing. You got Piff and you piffing. That's what it is. We was piffing. That Piff, yeah, all that shit was birthed from us. All that shit, that Piff, all that was birthed from us. Rest in peace to that Piff website. That was an error. They said big facts, Piffington. Was Elliot? Get you out of here. It was a weed spot in the Bronx. Yep. Well, we been up here an hour, man. Salute to you too. Baby Grizz. Be smooth out here, Casa. CT, I see you. Elliott Place, yep, in the Bronx, yep. That shit used to have a dope fiend line out that shit. Go through that gate or go in that building. That's the only way you was getting it. And we was going into that shit like at least 4 or 5 times a day, especially in the summer. Niggas stay going to get a diamond at Elliott, make 2 little skinny blunts out that shit and be bing. Word. Yeah, in that lobby. Word. You know how many niggas, yo, bro, you know how many niggas I seen get locked up going in Elliott, bro? At least 20 niggas, bro. I used to go in there, yo, me and my man Key, shout out to Key, Hustle Man. We used to go up there, right? This one we had the 323 silver Mazda with the 5-star rims. We used to go up there. I used to be like, yo, bro, it's your turn to go in there. We used to take turns because that shit used to be wicked. You know what I'm saying? And, bro, niggas used to get locked up there. That's how, because it used to be niggas from all over the. First of all, it's a Bronx weed spot. So If niggas is coming from Harlem, you know everybody in the Bronx is going. So it's a line. It's like 50 people out there. They'd be like, yo, we want to go. We want to go switch up right real quick. Come back in 40 minutes. This, that, and the third. Niggas used to be waiting for that Elliot, bro. They had rumors that they was dipping their weed in something, but that shit was some strong ass chocolate, bro. Elliot was different. If you know, you know. Yeah, my boy. It's live. I'm just a fan, gang. I don't know. Yeah, they had the dust, but I never indulged in that shit. I seen niggas get butt naked off that. That was never my forte. Niggas run up the streets butt naked, you know, like. But we been up here an hour, man. Thanks for tuning in to the 420 joint. Everybody in the chat, drop where you from. I'm gonna shout y'all out. You know what I'm saying? Before we get up out of here, happy 420, brother. Yeah, that beef and broccoli. But yeah, Illinois, Hartford, Bronx in the building. You know, I remember how the sour used to stink up a nigga whole build. Yo, I just said that before. Yo, bro, you can have one dime. You can have one dime in your sock. And that shit, yo, I remember I got on the elevator. I remember it was late night. Went to this chick crib, had a dime of haze in my, dime of sour in my sock, maybe a 20. Yo, this shit smelled up the whole building. I was walking through the building to go to a door. Niggas was opening up the door like, yo, who got, yo, shorty, what you got? I'm like, yo, bro, all I have is a 20 on me. You smell it? He said, yo, my nigga, that's how bad that shit used to stink. Only the real style, not that headband. That first shit they put on the market, yo, I used to get nauseous from smelling that shit because it was so strong, bro. And it had a taste that was out of this world. Biggs from Rockefeller used to stay with ounces of that shit on them and roll them in a rolling machine, big joints like this, and be passing that shit around. Niggas be dead. One blunt for $20, yep. Word the mother. That shit have the whole building saying, yeah, I couldn't, yo, bro. Shit used to smell like lit. Yeah, it used to smell past it. Yo, Sour had his own smell. You ain't, yo, my nigga, you couldn't, yo, bro, there's no way in the hell. That's why they took that shit off the market. That shit was too stink. It was too stink. Whatever was the nutrients in that, it made it too funky. But I don't give a fuck. I remember one time I got locked up with an ounce of that shit. I had that shit tucked so good, but they was like, yo, bro, where's the weed at? I'm like, I don't have no weed. They had me in the police. They did not find the weed. I had it tucked because it was just for like a ticket or something. I was getting a DAT. They was like, yo, bro, whatever you was smoking, my nigga, stop smoking that shit. The cops were saying, but yo, bro, they had the whole precinct lit, bro. They couldn't even find it. Sour Pie was the nickname. Nah, they couldn't find it. They could not find it. I had that shit tucked, bro. Word. They was like, you a foul nigga, B. That Sour had a, yo. I remember me and Shice got pulled over, B. We on it's a rainy day. We going down, this one we assigned to Baby Grand. We on our way to the record label. We smoking the Sour. Shice got like 3 ounces of that shit on him. Yo, bro, we got pulled over right there on 125th and 12th Avenue. Like, we was just about to get on the highway. They pulled us over right there to the show. Boop, boop, boop. I don't know how this nigga tucked the 3 ounces to where the cops, they patted us down and on. They did not find that shit. They just kept saying, yo, where's the weed? Every time yo, bro, one thing about us, we never get caught with the weed, bro. We never get, yo, bro, niggas is like, niggas would die before they get that weed up. Niggas would not get caught with the weed, bro. But niggas were like, the cop was like, yo, bro, I smell it. Where the fuck is it? And I'm talking about, this is pre-legalized. Where's the weed at? Where's the weed? Like, we ain't got no weed. You just check this up. Niggas start looking all through the cartan. Niggas was like, yo, let them niggas go. As soon as we get on the highway, nigga Shice goes in his pants and pulls out the 3 O's. I'm like, yo. He was like, you got Dutchess? I'm like, yeah, I got Dutch. Roll up. Was laughing. I was crying. Those was, yo, bro. Nah, Shice was, nah. That was a regular Shice. If Shice got on cargo shorts, he might have a QP on him. Like, that's how he used to run around, smoke. Like, yo, niggas had hundreds and hundreds of pounds. So, my nigga, niggas always got weed. For that Purple City era, I've never went out with weed. I've never not came home with no less than a half an onion or something after the day. Like, every day a nigga was getting weed. Nigga was going to Shice. He was making sure niggas was, especially me and Ag, he was making sure, like, that kept niggas, like, content from going other places. You know what I'm saying? He got the fire. We going to Shice, and we going to make this fire music. You know what I'm saying? And then don't be a day when Shice don't got no weed, and he waiting for that batch, that new batch. Shice used to have the brown, used to have the green, like that. Yo, bro, I remember them days. Like, I just went to a haze convention like last summer, and I couldn't get jiggy with none of the haze. It was good tasting, it was good smelling. It was just something about that haze that Shice used to get, bro. It was like that Miami shit, bro. It was like that Miami haze, different. And then that's when onions was like 400 a zip, 100 a 7. Worth the mother. That's when niggas was really charging for that weed. That sour was 600 a O. That haze was 400 a O. And niggas was not, yo, bro. Shice at that Miami. And then when we went to Miami, niggas was giving us the onions, like Memorial Day weekend, they was giving us the onions for like $2.50. Word. But now the weed is legalized, and they messed up the market. Yeah, they messed up the market, bro. Now the blueberry, all that shit was sprayed. The blueberry, the watermelon haze. They had some shit called the watermelon haze. Yo, bro, if y'all don't know what they was doing with that shit back then, but whatever they was putting on the watermelon haze, it was definitely whatever terps they was putting on it back then. We ain't know about the terps back then, but whatever they was putting on that watermelon haze, it tasted like candy in your mouth, B. And niggas was going, go get the watermelon haze. You be like, watermelon haze? We never did the Blue Dream. I never did. Like, I remember, like, niggas used to try to say niggas had good weed. Like, they had shit like soap and cheese and Blue Dream and all that shit. That's calm, but I don't deal with none of them strands. And they stink. I'm gonna tell you one kush that had the same taste as cookies, but it wasn't. It was called Nepalese Kush. That Nepalese, yo, bro, my man Lodge used to give me hands full of that shit when he get it. Yo, bro, that Nepalese Kush, best taste, best high. I can't find it. I still do spot dates from here to there. Cookies brand is not it. It's not it no more. It's over. It's over for it's over for that. Like niggas done killed it. Like niggas overpopulated the exotic weed game. Everybody and this niggas is catching on late, and it's never gonna be like if you ain't catch that shit like around a little before the pandemic up to now, you getting in the weed game late for us all that Zod shit. Cause that shit like the same weed niggas was selling for $125 a 7 in the pandemic, that shit is $25 a 7 now on mama. Niggas will sell that, all those smalls, all those mid buds and all that shit. You getting that shit for go up there to Washington Heights and they got vans all day and they got 12 different flavors, all that gelato and shit that niggas was paying $65 for an eighth and all that stupid shit. That shit is $25 now. Remember the platinum? Yeah. I was smoking platinum for a minute. I was getting good platinum. And not them China packs. I was getting a good platinum kush. Yep. All that Zod weed is cheap now. He said you be high for $5. I had some of that fritters before. Platinum was fire. We got 101 people in here. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. We just talking about weed spots and flavors and stuff. Yeah, I remember when the real cookies hit too. Fire. The best cookies I ever had, I was smoking with Benzino. That's another celebrity I smoke with. Benzino always got fire weed. And he not cheap with his weed. Say if you run out your pack, he'll go in the back of in the crib somewhere, come back with an ounce. Yo, you smoke that. Some cookies. Fire. Shout out to Benzino. Yo, y'all smash that like button, man. There's 102 people in here. Can I please see this shit go up to 102 likes? All you have to do is tap the screen. If you at home, use your remote. I need to let these likes go up, man, so this can get into the suggestion box, into the algorithm. Yeah, we got 80. Come on, let's go, man. Let's see what we're gonna do. Gary painting ain't the same either. Nope, it's not the same. It's not. All that Gary painting and that Larry Bird and all that shit ain't it no more. Come on, let's go up. We got 81, we got 97 people in here. Come on, let's send this shit up to a 95 clip. Come on, hit the likes. Gumbo 2.0. My A spot was on 156 and 159 between Brook. Yeah, that's a fact. 56 definitely had it. That definitely, Locks and them did a skit talking about going to 156 when the nigga got shot in his eye and all that up there. Come on. We can get more likes than that. Why y'all being stingy with the likes? Why y'all being stingy with the likes? Come up here to vibe with y'all. 420 is every day to me. This ain't no holiday to me. Like, I don't be giving a hell about that type of shit. 156 was definitely the orange bags. Y'all remember them orange bags they had? Remember them orange bags of haze they had? They still rocking up there too. Word? I ain't been there since the early 2000s. I ain't been there at least 25, 20 some years. Going to 56 to buy weed. That's where I bumped into Jada at 150 at that weed spot right there. That's where I bumped into Kiss at the day we went to go battle Cassidy. Right there, he was in a OJ, and we got us an OJ, and we went up to Yonkers and got busy. We still mess with Luke Browse. I seen him in the masjid the other day. Irene, we rock with you, bro. I appreciate that, Ulysses. You know that. Yo, send these likes up. It's 94 people in this joint. Let me see 94 likes, man. Let's go. Come on, B. Good Pies hoodie today. It's kind of chilly out. New music coming soon, man. Just be patient with me. I'm working. When I'm not on here, I'm gearing up for y'all. Fire hoodie. Yeah, good Pies. You know. I appreciate y'all. If y'all new here, hit the subscription. Hit the like. We've been up here 81 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Yeah, we got 91 likes. 90, you know what I'm saying? I'll be appreciating. This is 420. I know a lot of y'all probably smoking up right now watching this. We just vibing. And YouTube. Yo, why y'all? Yo, bro. I know the record companies might have sold the catalogs and all that. That's why I got to get my masters back. Because I'm on live the other day and I'm playing nothing but Uncasa music and y'all flagging me, bro. What's up with that, my nigga? Why are y'all flagging my music? Like, yo, bro, I'm attached to the music. You go there, Uncasa is me. Y'all flag the song that say Uncasa and Uncasa is me. Like, y'all tripping. Nah, that's wild work. Yeah, that's wild work. That's whack. They flag everything. Yeah. They flag, yo, they flag me talking about Gully and they don't flag none of his shit talking about me. I don't get it. That's how I know niggas flag me. That's why I don't even be tripping about that shit. That's why I be careful and I don't come on here talking about niggas. Cause what niggas is trying to do is really get me out and try to zap my page. But I ain't going for that. So I'm gonna just be careful of the content that I put out. But niggas is foul, bro. This shit is nasty. But it's all good. Post I've had it. Yeah, that's effed up. Yeah, it's messed up, bro. They flagged my whole life. I seen they took my dollar sign away from me. I couldn't monetize. I was like, nah, just take it down. If I can't monetize off of it, that would be the shits that I catch 30, 40,000 views, but you can't make no money off of it. You good, Casa, you authentic. I appreciate that. Yeah, niggas be lame, bro. That's why I don't even be tripping. I be seeing the shots. I gracefully bow out. Y'all niggas can have that lane. I'm straight. Yeah, I might have to go run into the OG Leo or something. Still own Baby Grand Records. I don't know. I haven't been signed to them in 20-something years. But yo, man, we've been here 84 minutes, man. This been a great live, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna close out. I'm gonna probably come back a little late. I'm gonna start going 2 lives a day. We're gonna do midday and then we're gonna do late night. You know what I'm saying? Salute, salute, salute. But I appreciate y'all on this 420. I'm out. Have a great day. I appreciate y'all. 100.